Good evening, my dear students. I hope you all are fine. And today I am going to take the class 9 second chapter. Chapter name is polynomial. Okay. That polynomial chapter I have already uploaded one video in last day. And those who have not seen, I suggest you definitely first you see that one. After that you attend this second part. Okay. So today I am going to show that one very important. State and prove the remainder theorem. You know that theorem, but question is there, how to prove that one also you have to understand. Okay. So first of all, I am writing. So what is the statement is there? Suppose we are taking that one, let Px be a polynomial. First you write down this one, Px be a polynomial, where the degree of polynomial Px must be greater than or equal to 1. Must be greater than or equal to 1. If it is divided, if Px is divided by a linear polynomial by a linear polynomial x minus a, then remainder is Pa. Then remainder equal to right there Pa. So this one is our statement. The statement is clear. Px is a polynomial. We are dividing that one by a linear. One thing you notice there, by a linear polynomial x minus a. Then remainder you will get remainder equal to Pa. So how do you prove this one? Just I am showing this one proof, because statement and proof. In the exam it is coming definitely for statement 1 mark and 2 marks for proof. At least 3 marks will be there. Okay, and it is important for the exam. How do you prove this one? First let us consider question B, Qx and Rx be remainder. So once it is divisional matter, division, that means question also there and remainder also there. So I am showing one rough work. Okay. So in case of division, one formula is there. We know that dividend equal to dividend into quotient plus remainder. That one you have learned in class 6. Even still you have to know this one in case of this proof. Okay. So what you write? So we can write there Px is a dividend and we are dividing by x minus a, and question is there Qx and Rx is Rx, you write there remainder. One thing you definitely remember this one, once you are dividing by linear polynomial x minus a, you write there the degree of x minus a is what? Definitely 1. Why? Because we have mentioned there it's a linear polynomial. So the degree of x minus a is 1. So once you divide, then the degree of remainder, therefore the degree of remainder must be less than 1, that is degree of Rx definitely 0. Degree of Rx, definitely 0. Say we are considering 0 means, say we are considering that 0 is a constant power. So, remainder is constant, and we are, instead of constant, we are writing this one is, say it is R. Okay. Now, what can we write? As we are dividing by x minus a, x is equal to, if you consider x is equal to, now, if you are considering instead of px, pa, from this one we can write pa equal to, we are putting this value a minus a and into qa plus this one is r. So that is going to be cancelled, this one 0 and remaining. So for any value, now you look this side, so what can you write? For any value of x, remainder equal to pa. For any value of x, remainder is pa. Okay? I think each and everyone is clear about proof. Okay guys, that remainder theorem, that how to prove and what is the statement, it's clear. Now next comes to this one, factor theorem. Factor theorem also same as the concept of remainder theorem, just I am showing. So what is there? Let Px be a polynomial where degree of Px greater than or equal to 1. Then there are two conditions. If x minus a is a factor, then pa must be 0. Okay? And second condition is there. If pa equal to 0, then x minus a is a factor. Okay? So these 2 points, and the concept of factor means what? If you do divide, we are telling factor, no? So once a number is divided by another number, if it is divisible, then we are saying that it's a factor. It is also same concept, but in case of algebraic form, this is the concept. Okay? So as we know, pa equal to remainder. So in case of is a factor means what? Pa equal to 0. Again, once pa is 0, then that means x minus a is a factor. Now, in next one, I will show this one. What are the identities are there related to this chapter. Okay guys, next I am showing this one. Some important identities which are most important for this chapter. Okay. So one by one. First one, a plus b whole square, a square plus twice ab plus b square. And second, a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Then next one is a square minus b square. We can write a minus b into a plus b. And number 4, that is x plus a, x plus b. This one can write x square plus a plus b into x plus ab. So up to this one, 1 to 4, you have learnt in class, up to class 8, you know this one, this 4 identity. But in class 9, this one getting first time, I will show how to verify this one. Okay. So what is there? A plus b plus c whole square equal to, we can write a square plus b square plus c square plus 2ab plus 2bc plus twice ca. I am showing how to derive this formula, how to verify this formula. Okay. So left hand side is there a plus b plus c whole square. So first we are considering this one is said is one part, said you can consider z or c or d or p, whatever. If you consider this one, these two terms together at a 1 and this one is 1. So what can we write? We can write this one a plus b whole square plus twice ab plus b square. There are two terms, we have taken only one, okay, we are considering that is 1. So by using that identity, we are writing this one square plus this one plus this one, okay, is it clear? Next one, so this one you break it, a square plus 2ab plus b square, and this one can write twice ac plus twice bc plus c square. So we are having a square plus b square plus c square plus twice ab twice bc plus twice ca, ac. Okay, just to remember this one, where is two terms, we have taken together only one. So this way, by using this identity, we are getting this one a plus b whole square together, then twice a plus b into c plus c square. Just again use this formula, and by this way we are getting, so that means it is verified, we can verify by that way, okay. So I think it is clear, and I will show more sums and more identity also there. I have given only up to 5 identity today, and more identity we have to know. And whatever polynomial related exercise questions are there, in next video I will show one by one. But before that I am telling one thing, if you like my class, so definitely I will suggest you subscribe first, so that you will get the notification of my classes, and once you get the notification you get the benefit of my class. Yes, and you can share that videos to others, so that whatever you understand, your friends and your classmates also can get that chance and to know that one what I am teaching there. So you must share to others. Okay, thank you all of you, and all the best.